It's probably an accumulation of a lot of things. I think it's experience, it's veterans, it's mental toughness, it's being in those situations before. I just think there's a lot of things going on, and I think it's just our team getting over the hump. We were down 12 points at Michigan State against number 12 in the country and came back and cut it to 3, and we broke down defensively a couple possessions, and you can't do that against a great team like Michigan State. And before you know it, you're down by 8 again. So, we just got to put together more good possessions in a row, especially, when we're ahead or when we're behind and we're on a run.
And, how do you improve that mental toughness that you just talked about?
Well, I think it's just continuing to be in those situations and having, your veterans usually step up on the court and make those plays. They're the ones that have to stop the bleeding on the court and give the rest of the team some confidence. And I think at one point we had 4 freshmen on the floor with Kiara, at Michigan State, and that's never pretty, but that's what got us back in the game. And we know we're going through some growing pains, but we're being very patient and really like what our future holds.
And she had a big night against Michigan State, but how tough is it for this team to go when Kiara's struggling?
Well, it's very hard. I think that's why we're playing a lot of kids right now. I think if you look at the other Big Ten rosters, they're playing 6 or 7 players, and that's consistency, that's cohesiveness. We've been in that situation before where they know each other, that they feel comfortable playing with each other on the court. We're playing about 10 kids right now. That's a lot. It's too many, but we have to at this point.
And is there anything you could point to for why she has been struggling, especially at home?
I really don't. I think, I'm not sure if it's a mental thing with her, but I think, teams play different styles. Teams play her differently. I think she's forced to take different types of shots against different teams. I think some nights you have it and sometimes you don't. I think it was also a mentality where, no one else really was stepping up but Kiara. So I think, hopefully she's growing into that role, more so and becoming more consistent with it.
You guys have had flashes in the Big Ten playing great basketball. Do you think you just need that one 40-minute game to kind of break the ice for this Big Ten season?
We really do. I think even in Wisconsin, it was the last 3.5 minutes. We were still ahead with 3.5 minutes to go. I know we had a big lead and we lost it, but it's just being able to finish out games. And I know 2 years ago when we had a player like Emmy Fox, we went 9-1 in close games, and that's a type of, players make plays, and that's what we need. That's what we need in the last 4 minutes, and especially for us to pull out some of these close games.
What did Emmy Fox have that Kiara might not? Is it just like a natural instinct, or just?
I think it's just being a natural go-to player. I think she was a playmaker. I think she made plays for other people. I think Kiara does a great job creating for herself. I think she's phenomenal. She had a phenomenal game at Michigan State, but what is not her strength is making and creating for other people. And I think that's what Emmy had both. She created for herself and she made others better on the floor. She's a natural point guard. Kiara, we're asking her to do things that she's not comfortable with, and we're asking her to do a lot right now, and she's trying, and she's working extremely hard to really increase her role in this team, and we're really proud of her for doing that.